Gordon's got the ground game. It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
And here are the starters for Philadelphia.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now Wilson. And he's able to find Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon.
Holding offense.
That's on the former first-rounder from Ole Miss, Laramie Tunsil. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 19-yard line.
Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
And that drive was going pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Murray now on 1st down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And here's the starting offensive unit for Seattle.
One thing for us to keep in mind and remember, they're coming off of their open week last week. They got to sit home and relax a little bit before the final stretch of the season. They got the lucky draw because every team in the league wants to have that open week later in the year rather than early. They benefited.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray fighting, lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Murray now. He's going to take off with it. And he slides to avoid the hit. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Melvin Gordon, 78 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line, out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Tavecchio to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away, it's Tavecchio. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Murray with a 3rd and long. Looking for Shepard deep. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Holding offense.
Right.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here's Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a third down. On third down, Wilson. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, G, get off the feet.
To throw is Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's what I'm talking about.
5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
A look at Sterling Shepard as he and this offense get set to go again. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
There's something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Grant. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have herded him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Wilson. Open man is Uzama. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 28.
Now Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Malik Jackson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, check.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On the counter, here's Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. And Diggs has it. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but... Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
all these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Let's go!
All right, let's discuss Dion Lewis as he gets set to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Ready, go!
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
54, right there.
Now Murray off play action. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw, it's Murray, and that will be incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Good side.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Gets it to Gordon. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He finds his running back, Hyde. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Check time.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
The tackle made by
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already. And that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but now it's third down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
a 5-yard gain on the play.
53.
First down, Seahawks.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
On first and 10, here's Murray. He's got Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
Second and 9.
His throw incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Face mask.
I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's complete to Diggs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Wilson to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzoma. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Wilson to throw again. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, Wilson. And he's able to find Diggs. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter, you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, that is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now Murray rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you're doing across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brought down by Bryce Callahan.
Keep playing.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open is Swaim, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Let's go, Z.
They run right side with Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He'll buy some time right. Now Murray has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Don't get nervous.
Bang, 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 bang.
On 1st down, it's Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
In your face.
From the shotgun, Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1st down, Murray. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Murray now on 1st down. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask.
Personal
Certainly
foul.
looked like it. Indeed,
Face
here
mask.
come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's got it to Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. This one caught by Crowder. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. Gordon, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Wilson into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
For the Eagles, 1st down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is Gordon. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Matt Wilson on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Third down, Carlos Hyde. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So it's a drive that ends in 3, and I know that that line sounds familiar. It's because I've said it 7 times now, and that leaves him one short of the NFL record of 8 field goals in one game.
It has been a lot of settling for 3, but I tell you what, it's nice to know that you have someone this reliable to turn to.
Let's go. Let's do this.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Complete. This is Lewis. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Murray again. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Murray's pass complete to
On is Mason Crosby for the point after.
Seattle.
And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now.
Eagles 35.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Hyde. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Mac Wilson on the tackle.
51 to
That's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 7.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable, and both of them came together.
So for the Eagles, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.